So dear cadets, today I will teach you the process of sexual reproduction in plants. So yesterday I taught you the parts of flowers. So in the flower basically two sexual parts are there, stamens and pistil. Okay. So just try to understand, before the process of sexual reproduction there are two important things. What are those two important things? The number one is male reproductive part, that is the stamen, that produce small structures. Those small structures are called pollens, and inside those pollens male gametes are there. What are there? Male gametes are there. Okay. So who is producing the male gametes? Male gamete is produced by the stamens. Okay. Second one thing, female reproductive part is pistil. Okay. In the pistil how many parts are there? In the pistil, stigma, style, ovary. The most important part is ovary. In ovary what is there? It contains one or two ovules. What does it contains? Ovules. Inside the ovules what is there? Female gametes are there. Okay. What are there? Female gametes. Now try to understand. In flower, stamen is there. Stamen has got two parts, that is anther and filament. So in the anther small structures are there. Those small structures are known as pollens. Those pollens is having male gametes. Now in pistil ovary is there. In the ovary what is there? Ovules are there. Inside the ovules what are there? Female gametes are there. Okay. So the male gamete is produced by stamens, female gamete is produced by the ovary. Now when these male and female gametes fuse together, merge together, that process is known as fertilization. And once the male and female gamete fuse together, the structure which is formed, that is known as zygote. What is the name of that structure? So when male and female gamete fuse, they form zygote. So what is zygote? Zygote is the structure which is formed after the fusion of male and female gametes. Okay. Now try to understand. Here directly I wrote that fusion of male and female gametes, but try to understand here in the plants how the male gametes reaches to the female gamete, means in between reaching of male gametes to the female gametes some processes are there. What are those processes? They are known as pollination. Okay. It is true that male gamete is produced by the stamens, female gamete is produced by the ovary or pistil. Okay. But how male gametes will reach to the female gametes in the flower or in the plant, that has been done by the pollination. So what is the pollination here? Pollination is the process of transfer of pollens from stamens to stigma of ovary. Stigma of ovary. Okay. Transfer of pollen from stamens to stigma of ovary, that is known as pollination. Okay. We'll explain you all these process in detail. Just wait. So just see, dear cadets, here same thing which I wrote, that is written here also. Okay, now just see.
Now let us test your knowledge. A filament is a part of which structure in a flower? The options are A. Stamen, B. Carpel, C. sepals. We shall now discuss about the pollination in plants. The transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is called pollination. It is of two types, self-pollination and cross-pollination.
Okay, so dear cadets, what I taught you, that the process of fertilization I taught you, the process of sexual reproduction in plant I taught you, but the question arises here, how is anther or male gametes transfer from anther to stigma of ovary or flower, isn't it? That process is known as pollination. The transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma is called pollination. It is of two types, that is self-pollination and cross-pollination. So just see, in the self-pollination, pollen transfer
First
from...
we will learn about self-pollination, the kind of pollination where pollens are transferred from anther to stigma of the same flower is called self-pollination. This type of pollination is possible in bisexual flowers only.
So just remember here, dear cadets, self-pollination means the pollination in which pollens transfer from anther to stigma of same flower. See, in the bisexual flower, both parts are there, male part and female part. So when pollens transfer from anther to stigma of same flower, anther to stigma of same flower, that is known as self-pollination. Means transfer of anther from transfer of pollens from anther to the stigma of same flower, that is known as self-pollination, and it will take place, it will be happened when the flower is bisexual. Okay.
Next we shall look what happens in cross-pollination, the kind of pollination where pollens are transferred from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower of the same species is called cross-pollination.
Okay, so what is cross-pollination?
The pollens can be transferred by air, water or animals.
So just see, what is the cross-pollination? Cross-pollination is the process in which pollens are transferred from anther to stigma of another flower of same species. Always remember, it should not be, means, and pollen should not go to the flower of other plant. They should go to the flower of same plant, but species should be same only. So the kind of pollination where pollens are transferred from anther of one flower to stigma of another flower of same species. Remember, transfer of pollen from stem or anther to stigma of another flower of same species or same kind, that is known as cross-pollination. Remember, in self-pollination, anther is pollens are transferring from anther to stigma of same flower. In cross-pollination, pollens are transferring from anther to stigma of another flower of same kind. Okay, same kind means species of plants should be same. It should not be different flowers of different species. Okay, means mango or rose pollens, or what you can say, mango means pollens can pollinate the same flower or another flower of same plant or different plant of same species. That is the point here. The pollen can be transferred by air, water or animals.
There can be two possibilities in cross-pollination. First possibility can be that the pollens are transferred to the different flowers of the same plant. Second possibility is that the pollens are transferred to the different flowers of different plants. Now let us explore more about the process of pollination in plants with the help of animation.
Pollen grains or microspores are the main reproductive bodies of a flower. Pollen grains are very minute, dust-like particles. Pollen grains can be observed by placing a finger or any object like a pen over the right anther. A yellowish powdery mass of pollen grains appear over the pen. As the mature anther dries up and the lobe wall is ruptured, thus exposing the pollen grains or spores. The exposed spores are picked up by various agencies or vectors for pollination. Pollen grains are of various shapes and sizes and specific to a plant. These characteristics are hence useful in identifying the species. The wall or covering of pollen grains has two layers, outer enzyme and inner enzyme. The study of external morphology of mature pollen grains is called palynology. Many insects and bees eat pollen and hence act as vectors for the transfer of pollen from the anther to the stigma of the flower. Pollen grains thus transferred germinate and transport the gametes to the ovule for fertilization. Fertilization leads to the production of seeds and fruits, which are responsible for continuity of plant life.
So dear cadets, now just note down some questions. Okay, so the first question is, explain the question number first. What is fertilization? What is fertilization? Okay. Second one, what is zygote? What is zygote? Okay. Question number third, what is pollination? What is pollination? Explain its type with explain its types. Over. So these are the three questions. Tomorrow I will give you another question which is related with today's study only, right? Like explain the process of sexual reproduction in plants. But before that one, we'll show you the animation so that you can understand it. So what is pollination? They are cross pollination and self pollination. You should explain here. Okay. Thank you.